Drone video of people who came for the normally sun-soaked Burning Man festival, but extreme weather intervened. This video taken just a short time ago as the revelers were making their way out of the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. A storm dumped 2 or 3 months worth of rain in just 24 hours. One death during the downpour is being investigated. Attendees have been bogged down in thick, ankle-deep mud, making driving impossible, walking a slog. They're being told to conserve water, food, and fuel, but things are slowly improving. Earlier, I spoke to one woman stranded there and asked her about the conditions.
Saturday night and Sunday the temple burned. So the people leaving early happens every year. It's not something that is abnormal. Rain started on Friday night. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, and it lasted about 6 hours. Pretty big amount, and it made this beautiful Playa that we have here, which is usually dust in this very fine, very dry environment, very muddy and very wet, and it made it so even walking 100 yards was almost impossible. So for a couple hours there, you were absolutely stuck wherever you were at. If you were out on a walk or an adventure, you lived there for a little bit until you could safely get back. And people have started to kind of test the waters and see if their vehicles can make the roadways, and people are making it out. Some people are walking out, but people are kind of getting back to their normal lives.
Yeah, and we talked to one woman earlier on in this program, and she showed us the bottom of her shoes, in the middle of the live shot. And I thought it was pretty illustrative of what you guys have been dealing with. She had like 2 or 3 inches of mud just caked onto the bottom of her shoes. Is that what it's been like trying to get around?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a traffic spot where a car has been, it's water, it's mud. If it's some place that hasn't been used, it's some place you can walk for miles. I think I walked 5 or 6 miles today with no issue. But when the rain hits, it becomes sloppy, slippery, sloppy. You can't move through. I think the Borg has been really prepared for it. I mean, they've been really communicative. All the porta potties got service last night. Like, it's not a life and death situation. It's a bunch of people that abide by the 10 principles of Burning Man, one of which is being radically self-reliant. So, I come out here every year. I love it. It's this lovely arts festival in the middle of a barren wasteland, and beauty because of that, the duality of life and the duality of the arts and the culture, and just kind of this place that's really far from a lot of things, and making a city and calling it home. So I'm very well prepared, but almost everybody here is very well prepared. And the people that are doing it right are really relaxed right now. The people that are doing it wrong are really kind of scrambling and having to try to make friends and, to make sure they have enough food and water for the next couple of days. But yeah, we're burners. We're pretty tough. We're pretty prepared.
Yeah, we saw the video of Chris Rock and Diplo. I don't know if you saw this or if you checked this out, but apparently Chris Rock had
we all saw that one.
Yeah, they had to hitchhike their way out of there. Did you encounter folks doing this kind of thing, just trying to get out of Dodge?
Yeah, well, it gets better. They walked out of it. They walked out of the festival. So they in the mud, 5 miles. They walked, and then they got into the back of a pickup truck with one of Diplo's supporters and got into town that way, which many people are choosing to do. I met one gentleman yesterday who's a surgeon and just had to get back to the hospital, so he decided to put on his shoes, get all of his stuff in a safe place where he knew he was going to get out of here, because this is a leave no trace event. So all of our stuff we bring in, we have to take out. So it's not like you can just abandon it. So you got to take care of those logistics and take care of your friends and family here. Make sure you don't burden them with the work that you were supposed to do as part of your camp or part of your setup here. But yeah, we saw him get out. I thought that was